Hello, everyone. My name is Fawzia Ram Hassan, and I'm welcoming you all to the live of EN Global Education today. Today, our session is going to be very interesting because we're about to discuss about a university which is highly reputed in UK. For those of you who are watching our live or hearing of us for the very first time, EN Global is one of the top UK education consultancy centers in Bangladesh. Now, to be a bit more specific, we are an accredited UK student visa service provided company. We mainly provide services and process files for students who want to study or apply for universities in the UK. And we are partnered with some of the top UK universities. Now, today we have in our midst two exceptional special guests. Now, being an international admissions officer is our representative of Ian Global, which is Rafi Bhaiya.
Hello, Fozia. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, go
Okay.
on, carry on. I'll be here.
Okay, now also joining us will be one of our prominent partners from Coventry University.
There you
Hello.
Hello, it's very nice to meet you, Miss Sadia.
All right. First of all,
Thank you, and thanks for having an amazing session. And Ramadan Mubarak to everyone.
Ramadan Mubarak to you too.
thank you very much, Saudi Abu, for taking your time out to be here with us today. We really appreciate that.
All right. Now, I hope you both are ready because I am going to form you guys with questions because many of our students in Bangladesh are always really eager to know things from UK universities because we are in a void in most cases because UK is a country that is well known for its education. Now, in most cases, we're very scared about how to apply for it or how to go or the scholarships. So I hope you guys are ready.
Yeah, we are.
Now, to start with this, before we discuss on the university today, I would like to talk to Rafipa so that so that he tells us about how global education actually is and what it is about.
All right. So thank you very much, Fozia, for your lovely introduction. And then once again, Sadia Abu, thank you very much for taking your time out. And we really appreciate your visit at our office a few weeks ago. So we really appreciate that. All right. Just to answer to your question, we are one of the top UK education consultancy centers in Bangladesh. And to make it more specific, we are an accredited student visa service company providing services to those who, mainly want to study in the UK. And we're partnered with some of the top ranked UK universities, and Coventry University, obviously, being one of our prominent partners for quite a long time now. And ever since we started our journey, we have made thousands of students' dream come true by securing their places at their desired universities. And it has been made only possible through the effective and collective and relentless efforts from all the expert officers working at EN Global Education Limited. So this is something that I really, we take our pride in, and this is something that I really think everyone should know whenever they're exposed to EN Global Education for the first time. So yeah, this is all about EN Global Education.
Okay, that is very informative because most of Bangladesh really doesn't have a bridge to UK universities. So if AIM Global can connect students to UK universities, that is a wonderful thing.
All right.
Now, Ms. Sadia, could you please tell us about the university and its historical background? Hello?
Okay. Before starting about Coventry University, I would like to say why you should. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So, as I was mentioning before starting about Coventry University, I would like to say why UK education in general, because in UK education you are getting diversify of classmates, and that matters
Yes.
for your networking in your future. And the course lengths are really short. Also, you are getting scholarship and part-time work opportunities, and diversify of courses. So this is the
Yeah.
benefits of UK education mainly.
Mhm.
And talking about Coventry University, I won't say my university is in the top 100 or something. Yes, it's in top 50 in UK, but in world ranking, it's in 600 to 700. So if
Okay.
you're looking for top 500 or 300 or 100 university, Coventry University is not that. But what best we are offering to the students is the courses. The courses, how we designed it. So we don't offer vocational programs. We offer, you know, practical and modern courses, uh, which involves niche courses. Uh, as I always mention, suppose a student, I'm from a BBA background, which is Bachelor's of Business Administrations, and I always hate
Yeah.
accounting. I always hate studying accounting. So if a student is not interested in accounting, why that is, we will force as an institutions the students to learn it. So that's where our courses. That's how our courses are designed. So we
Mhm.
have different sort of marketing courses, management courses.
Yeah.
Suppose we have human resource management, and we have sports management, which is a total different course. And we have in general marketing courses, and we have fashion marketing courses also. So we have
Okay.
designed the courses how the modern youth needed it for their upcoming future, and how we can help them to cultivate themselves, and cultivate their talents, and not forcing them to study something. So uh, that's
Okay.
how I would say Coventry University work, giving the practical experience in the modern courses and modern patterns.
All right. That is very good because catering to a wide range of students' needs is a really big thing for our university to do. Now, I heard something about Coventry University, and it's something really well known about it in UK. So I heard that Coventry University is boasts about the legendary student nightclub named Casbah, which is an array of shops with a good range of choices and great restaurants. Now, is that true? A restaurant having a nightclub is a really wonderful thing for students. It's fun.
Okay, as we are discussing about the students' life, so I won't be
Yes.
going that side, because
Okay.
once a student drop into Coventry campus, they will know more about Coventry. So
Okay.
basically, our Coventry campus, which is our main campus, it's
Yes.
facilitated with many things. It's not only the campus itself, or we do have a dorm, big dorm for the students, where we facilitate them with accommodation, food, and basic
Okay. Yes.
needs. And we also do have other facilities for our students. Suppose we do have a whole year cup in our university campus for year space students, and we do have theaters and other students entertaining fact what a student needs in a campus. So our
Yeah.
Coventry campus is 20 minutes away from Birmingham and 1 hour away from London, central London. So it's in very good location, and students get everything in the campus they need, actually, be it's a club you are mentioning, or job opportunities, or library or playground. Everything is in our main campus, which is Coventry campus. So yes, so once a student
That is
drop by there,
amazing.
yeah, and we do have virtual videos in our website and YouTube as well. So whoever is interested in a particular department, suppose a student is interested in mechanical engineering department, or a student is interested in business department, so they can go to the social network like Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and search by the name of the course, and that they will be getting the videos or student feedbacks about the university, also the pictures, so they can explore.
All right,
Right.
guys.
That is
So, thank you very much, Apu, for your comment on that. So,
yes.
just before we, go on, we're just gonna watch a short video made on the university, just to give everyone a little bit of idea about the university, its location, campus, and in general. So, yeah, let's watch the video. Um, here we go.
Hi, my name is Laura Jane. I'm a mathematics student at Coventry University. Whilst you think you may know the town, there are some places that you might not know about, and I'm going to take you to some of my favourites today. This is Coventry Cathedral. It's situated between the town and the campus. It's just one of Coventry's historical landmarks woven throughout the city. If you want to catch a glimpse into Coventry's past, you can also visit the Transport Museum, Spon Street, or go to the canal for a walk. So we're here at the market. This is my favourite place because the food is always cheap, but then it's always good quality, and the personal relationships that you get with all the vendors are unlike any other supermarket I found. You might not know what things go in what when you're trying to eat healthy and build new recipes, but when you come to the market and the vendors help you, it's like having your own personal shopper, and they can guide you in recipes and where to find something that has a really peculiar name. So we're here in Fargo, the creative haven of Coventry. On any given day you can find here fairs, pop-up restaurants and galleries, and an assortment of shops from clothing to memorabilia. As a vegan, I thought there would be nothing for me in Coventry. Two that have recently opened is the vegan store, so they sell things like substitutes, bulk grains and clothing, and then also the vegan cafe. So there you go, some little gems in Coventry that I love. I hope I've inspired you to explore them for yourself.
That was a great video, I must say.
That really was. It really showed how a student can have the best student life and the best education as well. Most universities don't really offer someone with a wide variety of food choices and a wide variety of educational courses as well. But Coventry University sure does a really good job at it.
Right.
Now
I think
let's
after
get down.
watching,
Yes.
yeah, sorry to cut you off. I think,
Yes.
after watching this video, pretty much all the students will have some idea as to what they can expect from the university, right?
Yes.
All right.
Now, what we've been waiting for this whole time is the gory details. It might be a bit boring, but I will try to make it as interesting as possible about the entry requirements of the university. Now, Apu, the academic requirements are one of the most crucial things that a student needs to know about how to get into a university. Could you please explain how Coventry University's entry requirements process?
Okay, so first we offer direct courses, and we offer pathway courses too, which are the foundation programs. So for all kind of students, maybe a student couldn't do good in their 12th grade. We
Yes.
completely understand that, and we accommodate them in foundation programs.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe who had backlogs like educational gaps, and has work experience, after bachelor's. So we also understand these things, that it's not just after graduation student decide to start for the masters or post graduation degrees. They take time to do jobs and settle down. So we completely understand that. So as long as the student is relevant with the
Mm-hmm.
course, we are uh, quite flexible with the students. So in
Okay.
terms of requirements, yes, we do have
Mm-hmm.
a specific requirements. suppose we have 65% of requirements of the grade, both for 12th or bachelor level, whoever is applying for UG or PG. So it's mandatory, it's a basic thing. And we do have exception for few universities like North South University, Pratt University, ARB University, and East West University. So those students with 55% of the grades, they can apply for our master's programs.
Mm-hmm.
So being more specific about the grades, I would say, so if a HSC background students has 3.5 and above out of 5, then they can apply for
Mm-hmm.
our direct bachelor's programs. And if the student has less than 3.5, then the student needs to go through the foundation programs. And
All right.
for masters, as I say, that it's 65 percentage. So I understand for few universities it's difficult, like
Mm-hmm.
they are maybe American accredited university, and the grading policy is
Yes.
higher, as I mentioned, the four universities. So that's why for them it's 55 percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So in general, the students needs to have 2.5 above or 2.6 above. And we do have foundation program for master's students also. So they can, if they have a lower CGPA, then they can
Mm-hmm.
accommodate themselves there also. And in terms
Okay.
of IELTS requirements, I would
Mm-hmm.
say it's 6.5 with no one less than 5.5 for master's level students, and it's 6 with no one less than 5.5 for bachelor's level students. And for foundation students, obviously, if they have lower in one band or an overall, then we are accepting them. We don't have any specific requirements for foundations program. Yeah.
Okay. Since you mentioned IELTS score, does Coventry University accept some other form of English, spoken English or written English language courses? Like if someone takes English in their O levels or their A levels, does that student need to give their IELTS again?
No, if the student has a C or above grades in English and O
Okay.
levels, then no, because they are
Okay.
already studying in a British curriculum, so we don't
Yes.
need it for them. And also, of mentioning about other English proficiency test,
Mm-hmm.
we do have an internal test which is same like IELTS. So it's a
Okay.
CUET, Coventry Internal Test. So it's free, and students can, after applying to Coventry University and getting the offer letter, which is conditional offer letter, student can, apply for the CUET exam. That's available too. And other than that, we are accepting PTE. So the band score
Okay.
would be same as IELTS score. So initially it starts from 58 to 62.
Okay. All right. Now, since we got to know about all this, I want to know about how EN Global can help students to like with their best possible services and help students to gather up their documentations and advise them on preparing to study in the UK from Rafi Payo.
All right, Fawzia, first of all, that's an interesting question. And,
Mhm.
we've always believed in providing the best services possible, and there are a number of ways how we actually ensure that the best services are given to all the students, regardless. And, there is a well-structured format that we follow in order to make sure that, no errors no errors just come up during the application or making a visa application. And we've ensured that through the company's years of experience in the industry, as well as our consistent success. So this is something that we really also proudly tell everyone that, look, we basically follow each and every measures to avoid the minimum errors, first of all. And second of all, we have highly skilled and experienced student counselors working at EN Global Education, whose job is, not only to make sure that the best guidance is given while applying for suitable universities, but also to make sure that the best career guidance is also given while applying for a
Right,
particular
right,
course,
right.
because obviously they will eventually tell the student that, look, this course will help you to reach your future career goals. So it's basically we give both the career guidance as well as the best guidance in order to, find out a suitable university based on the student's academic, history. And so these are some of the ways how we actually, ensure that the student get the best services possible from EN Global Education Limited.
Right. Wonderful. That is wonderful initiative from you, Ian Global. Now, this is a question that most students have and most students worry about before going to UK or work or going to any universities abroad from Bangladesh, and that is about their working condition. So, is Coventry University offering courses with work placement? And are there any 2-year courses for postgraduate programs in Coventry University?
Excuse me. No, we don't have much 2 years programs, but we do
Okay.
have
All right.
placements. Yes, we do have
All
placements.
right.
And as Rafi was mentioning this thing,
Mm-hmm.
I acknowledge this as an agency or as a counselors. It is very important to guide students what is good for them. So, in general perspective, in the mind of Bangladeshi students, this is very prominent that I will go to MBA courses. So I participate in lots of educational fairs, and the student comes to me
Mm-hmm.
with a good bachelor's, qualifications, and they come to me
Right.
with I want to do MBA. So Coventry doesn't offer just MBA program, which is a Masters of Business Administration. Rather, we provide international, human resource management MBA,
Mm-hmm.
finance MBA, finance accounting and banking MBA. So we have such courses like global business MBA. So why you should choose a course, with your talent, and why you should before choosing a course, research a bit, because if you are targeting, you want to go to Coventry University, maybe Coventry campus, you need to research what kind of job opportunities are there nearby Coventry. Maybe it's in Birmingham, maybe it's in Manchester, Oxford, or in London. What kind of opportunities
Yes.
I can get after graduating from this course. Maybe this course is popular from last 10 years, but for next 10 years, maybe some other courses would be in the market, in the demand. Suppose now healthcare department, or tourism department or hospital department is in the top list. So if a student choose this thing, in upcoming 5 to 6 years, their career would be set in this sector, because this is a developing sector. After COVID-19, everyone wants in healthcare or service department. So this
Right.
is a trend. So student needs to be updated with the course and research a bit before choosing a course, that
Mm-hmm.
okay, this course might be popular now, but what will happen when I will be graduating after 3 years? Is the job opportunity would be same? So if a student does such kind of research, I think job opportunities are there in UK, obviously, always. As we
Yes.
all
Yes.
know from our childhood, the job opportunities in UK are high. So part-time job
Yes.
opportunities or global job opportunities, or whenever they come back in Bangladesh, they should choose a course like that. That if I'm graduating with this course, I'm coming back to my country and I'm doing good. I'm getting a good salary, good
Mm-hmm.
recognizations. So this is very important. So I would
Yes.
always suggest students and the career counselors to suggest students to choose the courses carefully, like, and select what you want to do in the future. And Coventry University do have a talent team, so they work in both of the campuses as a friend, as a career counselors. They shape the students career. They suggest their students how to network, how to prepare the resumes, where to drop the resumes, and how to build up the career in that profession in future. So we do have this team to help the students.
Okay. See, students or viewers, we have another interesting fact about Coventry University, and now it is the talent team that we just heard about. Most universities really do not have talent teams, so Coventry University is here to identify talents that you will have or might have so that they can nourish it or much more have that grow while you're studying in the university. Now, The advice that Sadiapu gave is something that most universities don't give, and that is to focus on one certain course so that you can get a job around that course or find something related to that course in that country, in UK, or even in your country. So find a course that is not generalized and find something that you will be passionate about and you will study on. Okay, now most universities have something called a gap year. Now, does a Coventry University have gap years, or does it accept students with gap years for both undergraduate and postgraduate programs?
We do accept those kind of students, as I was mentioning in other words, that
Mm-hmm.
we totally understand if a student has financial issues, or family issues, or maybe something very personal. Student couldn't continue regular studies and has this educational gap. We totally understand this and we accept these things, but the student needs to prove why these things happened, with an obviously prominent statement of purpose, and the documents if it's needed. So with these documents and statement of purpose, yes, we accept students with educational
All
gap.
right, all right. That is great. That is wonderful. Now, I have a question for Rafipa from Ian Global. That is there any service charge to register to your booth or student assessment files or anything? Because see, most universities, most students would like to know if they could reach you or any other services that you or your team would provide.
All right. So first of all, the answer to your question is no. We don't charge a penny. First of all, and
Okay.
second of all, yeah, we get this question a lot
Mm-hmm.
from students. Look, I'll have my files assessed from me and Global Education. Do you guys
Mm-hmm.
charge anything? Do you have any hidden charges? No, we don't have any hidden charges. Even if you want to, show up at our one of our branches for a quick assessment, you are
Mm-hmm.
free to do that. Just take an appointment and give us a call, and we'll just set you up with a date, and you can just show up at our offices, and you can just have your file assessed absolutely free of cost. So we don't charge anything from the students.
All right. Now that is something not expected from most of the bridge communities of
Right.
that can like connect students from Bangladesh to UK, because this is a service that is really rare in Bangladesh. Now I really think that you heard that, viewers. Ian Global is giving their services up all to you for free. Okay.
Right.
Now, Ms. Sadia, what are the amounts and types of scholarship opportunities available at your university?
Scholarship. Uh, can you repeat the question? I missed it.
Okay. Now, most students, while applying to UK universities, are concerned with one thing, one really vital thing, which is scholarships. Now, what are the scholarship opportunities that your university is supplying or providing to the students?
I think UK is always been the popular destinations for scholarships, because
Yes.
yes, most of the UK universities are offering scholarships. So we have a very strict scholarship for September intake students, because we
Yes.
don't give prior scholarship opportunities, like I won't be discussing about Jan 23 scholarship
Mm-hmm,
currently,
mm-hmm.
because we haven't decided it. So because every before every intake we decide about the scholarships. So currently for September intake, we are offering the direct students £1,500 scholarship,
Okay.
which is for the all direct programs. And I mentioned about foundation programs. So our foundation students are getting £3,000 scholarships. And our scholarship criteria for direct programs are 70% of total grade. So, and there I know I get complaints from the universities, top private universities like North South, BRAC, or IUB or East West, that our grading policy is high, and getting 70 percentage in general is difficult. So how you calculate it? So we do have the opportunity. We give student these opportunities of calculating according to their grades and giving them a scholarship. So we do have this scholarship opportunities for all kind of students, and there is another scholarship, which is the Coventry Awards, which is not for only Bangladesh. It's a regional. It's for South Asia, Southeast Asia. So that's £2,000 scholarship we give. That's for pretty specific students. Uh, Suppose one student in A levels or O levels has A stars or A's. That student deserve a little more than regular students, obviously. Or a student has 3.6 or 3.7 out of 4 CGP in their bachelor's, obviously that students deserve a little more. So we have this special scheme of £2,000 scholarship on my hand, I would say, for Bangladesh. So once we are perfectly okay with the students qualification, we give this specific scholarship to very few students. So this is the three scholarship schemes we are currently offering for September intake.
Okay. Now, I only have to say that I wish I had you or this life before I applied to my universities, because I did not know that Coventry had such huge scholarships offering when I was in my O levels. So this is amazing. Having a £2,000 scholarship is a really big deal, and most universities don't really offer this much, a large amount of scholarship. Okay.
Also, Sadia, could you please just talk about the accommodation scheme that you guys are providing to the
Yeah.
undergraduate student? I guess
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, for May intake, we had this scholarship scheme that for undergraduate students, whoever was qualified for the scholarship of
Mhm.
£1,500, we weren't giving the £1,500 to UJ students. We were giving them 1 year free accommodation in our dorm. So that was
Oh.
our facilities for September intake. Currently, it's not declared yet, but
Mhm.
yes, student can choose that also. If the student doesn't want to take the £1,500 scholarship, the student can take 1 year free accommodation in our dorm too. So that's another
All right.
scholarship scheme we do have because our Coventry dorm is really big. And what the best thing student gets actually with the free accommodation, the security, because most of the student thinks that money is the important thing, but if you don't have a place to live,
Mhm.
place to study, you can't continue in the university with good grades and do good in future. So you obviously need a study environment or an environment, proper environment to live. So that's why we motivate the students to take the scholarship for the dorm. And even if they are not getting the scholarship, to choose accommodation in our dorm, so that they get the proper environment to study, which is very important. And also they are getting networking there, because lots of Indian students, Pakistani students, Indonesian students, Nigerian students, and students from Europe, America, they are staying there too. So they are getting a global network there. So as a student, it's very important to do the networking.
Right. Thank you very much. Now, there is something that most students face while going to any country to study, and that is a sense of belonging to their country. Now, they miss their country. So, is there any Bangladeshi community in UK that the students can belong to and have like feel like home?
Yeah, we do have lots of alumni and lots of current students who are Bangladeshis, and
Okay.
we do
Okay.
have student clubs there. And the best things about Coventry University one student will get is the faculty members. So we have a lots of faculty members who are from Bangladesh, and they have a faculty community there also. Bangladeshi,
Mm-hmm.
Bangladeshi Coventry University faculty members. So
Wow.
they will be getting chance to know those faculties and learn from those faculties also. And mentioning about faculty members, I will another I will mention another thing, that there are many faculty members in Coventry University who are not only the teachers, who are professionals. So maybe they are in managerial department in some multinationals, or they are actual fashion designer, or they are maybe working in media and industries for the media industries faculties. So students are getting the network and getting the practical experience from the faculty members itself also. So this is another best thing I would mention about Coventry University. So yes, students can get Bangladeshi community in Coventry University. We do have that community and groups. So for students, since they are watching this video in Facebook, and for Bangladeshi student, Facebook is the prior uh, social media for them. So they can search with Coventry University alumni or Coventry University student groups in Facebook, and they will get Facebook groups where they can add themselves
Mm-hmm.
and they can ask the questions there before even applying. And the students, current students, will be helping them and guiding them.
Okay. Now, I hope you heard that students networking here is a very important thing, even sometimes more than education, because networking will get you to places. It will get you to your jobs, it will get you to your success dreams, because through education, you go up to your ladder. But with networks and connections, you go up to your jobs and achieve your dreams. Now, Coventry University and Ian Global are both offering you with important networks. So I hope you understand that and grab that opportunity. Now, the question that I have to ask you is the turnaround time or the issuing of the offer letter, the CAS letter in Coventry University. Could you tell me when the time is to apply for the CAS letter or the turnaround time?
Yeah, that's a very important question. Thanks for asking it, because the agencies Coventry University is working with
Yes.
and the students. So they have the confusion that maybe in market the offers are coming one day and maybe other agency is not giving me in one day. But this is
Right.
not the case. We never offer students offers in one day or 24 hours, because
Mm-hmm.
even if you are applying in Coventry with low grades and even we are giving you conditional offer letter, we are verifying your documents. Without verifying it,
Mm-hmm.
we are not giving you offers. So we ourselves get in a month 5,000, 6,000 applications, so we need to go through all the applications, verify the certificates, documents, everything, and then we issue the offer letter. So it takes time. Initially you need to think about 5 to 7 days to get the offers. And for CAS letters, because lots of things like your financial documents and your statement of purpose, your English proficiency test results, interview is there, Coventry we take interview, internal interview. So all the factors matter, so it takes time also, 2 weeks to 3 weeks for issuing the CAS letter. So if you are willing to apply for Coventry University, maybe in September intake or maybe next year January intake, please apply taking 2 months on your hand, because it will take time. And if you
Mm-hmm.
apply before the deadlines, or just 1 month before, then it will be very rush for you. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't be saying that we are offering everything in just so quick or so fast, because we are a big public research university. So all the departments, all the courses, we have lots of plenty of courses. So everything takes time. Uh, take time on your hand and then apply to Coventry University, thinking that in mind that it might take 1 month to 1.5 months to uh, process everything.
All right. Now, the things that you've said are very critical, and now most students get confused even after hearing all those terms and all those processes. So, here is where Ian Global provides their best services. So, could you explain how the major factors or major key factors that make Ian Global Education stand out?
All right, Fauzia. So there are a few major factors that really set us apart from all the other companies. First of all, I always say to everyone that we have a dedicated application team, and we have highly skilled and experienced and incredibly talented officers working in our application team, whose job is to secure any scholarships possible if you are eligible, and then help you with the application, help you with writing with your SOP, and then preparing the CV for you, and so on. And then, we have a dedicated compliance team also who would help you, assist you with your, credibility interview. So you don't need to worry about that as well, because we have a dedicated team for that. And then, there's one more amazing thing that we actually organize 5 to 6, education fairs each year. So students who are registered with us, they will get to meet the universities in person. And I think that's a great opportunity for all the students, regardless if you want to go to the UK or any other countries, you'll have, like the real life experience of speaking with the representatives from the UK universities. And finally, our officers, they're regularly trained by our partner universities through online, offline, and this actually helps us to avoid the, errors that may arise during the assessment of a particular student file, or during making an application. So these are some of the key major factors that, set us apart from, other companies, I would say.
Okay. Now, since Rafibha mentioned something about the education fair, I would like to inform you that I had the pleasure of attending one such fair in Dhaka. And believe me, viewers, it was one of the best education fairs that I've attended, because universities from all around UK came here and they were talking to students about how to apply there and their qualities. And it was wonderful. It was very well informed, and the whole the whole fair helped students to actually go, and I think the success rate of that fair was extremely high. So students, keep an eye out for such fairs conducted by IN Global through their pages, because if you don't go there, you'll miss out on a lot. Okay, now, Sadiapu, is there something called a credibility interview of your university that students have to go to for applying, before applying to the university, to inform the university about what their qualities are? Is there something called a credibility interview?
Yes, we do have credibility interview tests, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not before applying; it's after applying, and a student wants to get the offer letter. Student needs
Okay.
to do the tuition deposit and submit the English proficiency test, and after that,
Mm-hmm.
the student needs to go to the interviews. So initially the interview is because we want to know the student's motive, what student wants to do.
Okay.
Student wants to continue the study, what why student choose the course, and is it a student totally aware of what he wants to do after graduations, because the prior is the motive for UK education is student will be graduating and coming back to their own countries. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously we want to know the motives of the students and other few factors which our interviewer from Coventry University will be asking them, and they can take the interview online. So it's not a face-to-face interview; they will be taking it online.
Okay. All right. Now that was wonderful to know, because interviews are in most cases nerve-wracking. So be prepared, students, for going on for a credibility interview, as she said. Now, Sadiapu, could you please share your thoughts on EN Global, and could you please briefly explain why and how the students should make their application through EN Global?
First, Yin Global is Coventry University's valued partner. So it's not every agencies around Bangladesh is Coventry University's direct partner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first reason you should check the websites, also Coventry University websites for the partner list. Uh, and you can always verify through me. My details are mentioned in the website itself, so my email address are there. So if you have any confusion as a student, you can always email me. uh, and about Yen Global, why choosing them, because I have been very shortly working with them. They are even on their educational fair, as Rafi was mentioning. They did many educational fair previously and doing this year also. So the educational fair, how they manage their students and counsel their students and then bring to the university representative, it's very important, because it's not all the students are coming to Coventry University who are interested are coming to me to know more about Coventry University, which is a
All
very
right.
good thing. So if the counselors or the career counselors doesn't know about a university or UK destinations in a whole good way, they
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be able to send the students a perfect representatives booth. So obviously, young global counselors know it the very best. That's why they counsel the students at first very good, so that it becomes easier for us, the representatives, to counsel the students about our
Okay.
universities. So, and I would say that transparency, Young Global has the transparency in their work. As I'm working with them, I can see this. Um, I have been working with the owner and the counselors
Mm-hmm.
and the various department peoples of UN Global. So I'm really happy with their work, how they're working and how they're promoting Coventry University. They are not promoting something unnecessary or which is over the top, which might harm the quality of the university. So that's why I would recommend UN Global to the students.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Sadia, for your lovely words towards EN Global Education. We always appreciate that. All right. Just before we proceed, I think we're getting questions from our viewers. So let's answer to some of the questions. Yeah? So we have a question from Onik. He says, do you accept MOI for master's program? So Sadia, could you please answer to the question?
No, no, we don't accept MOI because we strictly believe in uh, IELTS or English proficiency test. Because uh, I understand there could be very good students wants a really fast service and everything. That's why they don't want to go to IELTS, or they have a phobia of these things. But trust me, whenever you will be dropped by in UK as a student, even in other destination as a student, you will be getting a cultural shock. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are
Right.
prepared with IELTS with your certificate, that will be minimalized, I think. So that's why as a
Right.
student you should take English proficiency test and don't depend on the MOI.
All right, so we have another question from Zahid. He says, degree Pasco. So he's asking if you guys accept the degree pass course for any program.
Degree pass course, if it's a 4 years degree which is equivalent to 12th grade, we are accepting that for bachelor's level. But if degree pass course for masters, no, we are not accepting 3 years degrees for masters. It's specifically 4 years degree. If you are Bangladeshi students, it's 4 years degree, and without IELTS we aren't accepting anyone. We are giving conditional offer letter without IELTS, but in condition there will be mentioned you need to complete your English proficiency. So that's
Mm-hmm.
mandatory.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are accepting 3 years degree program only for bachelors, right? Just to make it clear.
Yes, the
Hello?
4 years, the technical degree we do have in Bangladesh,
All
which is
right.
equivalent to 12th grade. So that's what we are accepting.
So basically, the diploma program. This is what you mean, right?
Yes, the diploma programs. Yes.
All right. All right, so we have another question from Ahmed Rimon. Says, can apply master's program with a spouse and UKVA IELTS overall 6 and no band less than 5. So,
Yes, this student can go through, I think, Ahmed Riman. Yes, you can go through our foundation program. We do have master's foundation programs, as I mentioned before. So you can go through that with your IELTS score, this IELTS score. And you will be getting every details in our website regarding this foundation's masters, how it works, and after how many months you will be joining the direct master's course. So yes, you can go through this. And regarding his spouse, I'm not the right person to ask.
all right. Okay. Fauzi, you can carry on now.
All right. Now, most students didn't ask this question, but I would love to know about this because this is something that most students worry about before applying to universities abroad, and that is the visa success rate. Now, Rafiba, could you please tell us about the student visa success rate?
Yeah, well, the thing is, this is one of the main questions that we get asked whenever someone comes to us for application, and I mean, rightfully so. Why not? I mean, obviously, you're applying through in global education. The first thing you would know if we have a 100% visa success rate. So I'm very much happy and proud to say that we're maintaining a 0% visa refusal rate for the past 3 years, and amazingly, we made this possible by having partnership with, our partner, British law firm, who are exclusively looking after our visa application department. So whenever an issue arises, our partner lawyers, they kind of, like take the issue to, one step further by applying for the admin reviews and, all the other reviews. Uh, if we have valid reasons to believe that the, refusal or rejection, was decided upon unreasonable grounds. So
Okay.
this is how we have been able to, minimize the visa rejection or refusal rate over the past few years. So yeah, this is something that we're really proud of as well.
All right. We have come now to the ending phase of our life, and I will end our life with the question to Sadia, which is, how would you describe the current COVID situation in UK, and is the enrollment going to be done physically or online?
Okay. For last 2 years, we had these facilities for the students to do online classes.
Yeah.
But currently, from this May 2022 intake, since everything in UK is open, so we are no more conducting online classes. It's all offline classes, and hopefully the situation will be same for the world and UK in upcoming months. And for September intake, we are not planning to do any online classes. It will be purely offline classes and offline enrollment. So
Mhm.
students can obviously take the visa, go to UK, drop by the campus, and do their enrollment by themselves there.
Okay. Okay. So for the most recent intake, when is the deadline going to be in Coventry University?
Yes, as I was saying before, that take 2 months on your hand, 2 months on your hand. So yes, our deadline for the applications, ideally there is a no such deadlines, but we do have deadlines for our class or our tuition deposit or our interview dates. So keeping those in mind, July 1st would be ideal time to apply for Coventry University. Like it would be the last deadline you should count, and our tuition fees deadline is August 12th. So by August 12th, you need to do the tuition fees and appear for the interviews and other process. And 14th of August will be the enrollment deadline for those students who are eligible for the scholarship. So we have a specific deadline for the scholarships. So whoever is getting the scholarship or interested in the scholarship should start applying from May, June, and get the offer letter and do the enrollment. Enrollment means is the students is getting the tuition fee deposited, getting the visas, passed with the interviews, everything. So everything by 14 August you need to do to be eligible for getting the scholarship. So
Mhm.
these are the deadlines currently. So you can count 12 August. It's a minimum time for every deadline in Coventry University.
All right, Sadiapu, I have one more request from you, basically. So, I was wondering if you would just share with everyone as to why it's important for all the students who have been holding, offer letter from Coventry University to pay the deposit as soon as possible. I mean, there are students who have been holding the offer letter for like few months, but they're, I don't know, maybe any reason they're not paying the deposit or waiting. So could you please just, let everyone know why it's important to pay the tuition fee deposit as soon as possible?
For confirming your visa is very important important. So if you don't do the tuition deposit in Coventry University, we are not taking your credibility interview test. And if you are not taking credibility interview test, you are not getting the final offer letter, which is CAS letter. So obviously tuition deposit is important. And if you are depositing tuition fees, then we are assured that you are serious about our university and study in the university. So I understand maybe you should like you are confused about that, after depositing, if my visa got refused and everything. But we do
Right.
have refund policies, and currently we
Right.
have 2 weeks refund policies in Coventry University, because we are taking the deposit before the credibility interview test, which a student might fail. So that's why in 2 weeks we will be refunding your deposit if you deposit to Coventry University, which is £4,000
Mhm.
we are taking from every student as a tuition deposit once you get the offer letter. So yes, it's very important. And if you are serious in your study and you know a bit about Coventry University, the visa ratios for the students who are applying in Coventry University is really high. So the chances of getting rejections is low, I would say, in perspective of our before students graph and everything.
Okay.
So and we have the refund policy, so you should trust the university and the university person as I'm sitting
Right.
here. So
Mhm.
if you trust us, then you can do the tuition deposit.
Okay. Now, note your calendars and mark it because students, we've all been informed about the deadlines from Saudi Apu. And if you have any problems as to how to apply or anything, you can definitely contact Ian Global. Now, Rafiba, could you please inform the students on how they could contact Ian Global if they have further questions?
Well, it's very easy. First of all, you can contact. We have social media pages from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So you can just visit our social media handles and just text us, and one of our officers will reply you back and reach you back immediately. And if you cannot do that, you can just always Google our name, and our numbers will pop up, and you can just give us a call. Or the other way you can reach us is just drop us an email, and we'll just immediately email you back asking for your numbers to call you back. So these are some of the ways you can reach in global education.
All right, very responsive that we've understood. In Global will reply to you as soon as they can and answer to all your academic related questions before you apply to UK universities. Now, as a summary, I'll say it again, Coventry University is home to the outstanding quality of teaching and international faculty and staff, world-class education, state-of-the-art facilities, and amazing student culture. So students, do not waste your time, apply and grab your seats in this university because it is one of the most well-reputed universities in UK. And if you need any help to apply in these universities, you can reach out to Ian Global because they are here to help you organize your documents and have you have a transition to UK universities smoothly. That is all for today, and I hope you're all well informed
And
and well awaited for the next live. Yes, Rafiha.
just before we wrap up our today's session, like always, I have a huge announcement. So we are going to host one of the biggest UK education fair on the 18th of May at Hotel Grand Palace. So this is an opportunity for all the students to come and visit us and meet with the representatives from the UK universities. I think it's a huge opportunity for all the students, regardless if you want to go or not. Just register yourself with us if you haven't already, and pay your visit at the fair on the 18th of May. You're most welcome.
I hope you don't miss that out, students, because the fair is extremely good. You will get to meet so many universities. I can assure you this because I am speaking from personal experience. I hope this live was well informed and
It was.
came to use. And we will hope to see you in our next live with our next university. Thank you, Sadiapu, for being here today, for taking your time out and informing the students on how Coventry University works. And thank you, Rafika, for informing the students on how Ian Global works.
Thank you very much. Thank
Thanks
you,
for having
everyone.
me.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, students.
Bye bye.